We are here at Defeated Creek Marina. I'm excited about the show we got coming up. We got a lot of things happening at Smith County Fairs this week, right?
It's at the end of the month.
End of the month.
Yes.
It's not this week.
Not this week.
Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see, we got Megan McDonald's going to tell us about Glow Run. ALICIA HOFFMAN talked about the Pregnancy Help Center. Mr. HOLLIS about the events at the fair that he's got going on. And then UT Extension was here, and they talked about basically all the exhibits and everything else. Is there anything I missed?
Well, Megan also shared with us, or will be sharing, the beauty pageant and some changes she's done to the beauty pageant this year for the Fairs to the Fair.
Okay. Well, hey, we're looking forward to you staying with us, and we'll tell you about what's going on in Smith County in the next about 25 to 30 days. So stay with us.
Hi, I'm Virginia SOLIMINE. I'm here with Megan McDonald. She is organizing the beauty pageant for the Smith County Fair this year, and this is your third year doing it.
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about what you do and why you've organized the fair.
Well,
or the pageant.
The pageants have been around since we started the Smith County Fair, and this is only my third year, but we're introducing some new things this year, and I'm hoping to help bring in some more revenue for the fair, and this is just a fun way for girls to get involved. We actually got a new age division. The new age division is going to be a Mrs. age division, and it's ages 25 to 45. A lot of people are kind of, do I want to do it and I'm married? It's going to be fun. Age is just a number. Put on a pretty dress, have fun with it. There's only going to be a question if you make the top 5. There's no interviews or anything like that. But I did do away with the senior pageant. The audience was a lot smaller for that, but I'm hoping this new age division will help bring a bigger audience in. So that's why I've changed that. But I love doing pageants. I think it's a good way for little girls and older girls to get some experience out there and get over their stage fright and fear, and I just think it's a good thing for little girls to self-confidence and boost that confidence.
That's great, Megan. What was it that made you want to be involved in pageants?
Well, I've done pageants in the past, but I just think that it's just fun. My girls enjoy it, and my sister and I have both done it in the past, and I just wanted to get involved because I think it's just a fun thing for my girls to do, so I got involved too.
That's great. Well, tell us when and where the Fairs to the Fair pageant is this year.
All right, the Miss division, the Mrs. division will be Wednesday. That's the new division. Wednesday, the 27th at 4 o'clock. The Miss and Teen divisions are Monday. Miss comes first at 6 o'clock, and the Teen comes at 8 o'clock. And then on Tuesday is when we have our junior and our petite. Our petite is at 6, and our junior is at 8 o'clock.
Okay, great. And lastly, how do we sign up for it?
You can sign up online through the fair's website. You can sign up by contacting me, or you can get registration forms at either Dr. Chris Bailey's office or Jerry Lynn Vaden's office at the Register of Deeds.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We're looking forward to seeing you at the fair.
All right, thank you.
Well, we've been talking about the Smith County Fair, and we're going to talk some more about it. And we've got Mr. HOLLIS MULLINAX with us here. HOLLIS, there's some things going on, I think events that you are taking kind of charge of. You're going to tell us about that, and then I think you're going to tell us about some of the entertainment too, right?
Yeah, let's start off, get a shot of the
Here, I'll hold that.
Fire on the River picture. It looks good this year.
Yes, that is beautiful. We like that. And by the way, these came in the Courier, right, already?
Yeah, they're done. They was in last week's paper. If you need some, you can see anybody that works on the fair board. We got a bunch of them to give out.
Okay, well, and I've got them at the Chamber of Commerce, and I know they've got them at the banks, and they're all about town. So we'll talk about that.
Let's get rid of our pictures first.
Okay.
We have Bucky Covington. He's going to be here on Thursday night. You're going to give if you register for the guitar, except fair board members can't win that.
Oh, okay.
That's bad.
That would be nice to have a nice guitar.
Yeah.
Well, now he was on American Idol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I've got 3 events at the fair. I have Senior Day. That's on Wednesday, the 27th.
That's when the Rotary comes in and cooks hamburgers.
I've got the first 100 senior citizens, 60 years or older, and signs up. The first 100 gets a box lunch. It's provided free to those, plus they get a ticket to the fair. They can stay that night, or they can use it any other night during the fair.
Oh, well, now I'd qualify for that. You see the gray hair here. So
Yeah.
So-
I look at you, I can tell.
all right. So if you're a senior out there, be a free meal and entry to the fair.
Yeah, plus we have a cornhole tournament, a horseshoe tournament, ladder golf tournament, and I give away a lot of prizes. We play bingo, and we have drawings for a lot of prizes, but you got to be there to win the drawings.
Oh, okay.
The prize.
Have to be present to win.
Yeah, and that runs from 9 o'clock in the morning. We need to be out of there before.
Okay.
So that senior day thing is it's getting to be a pretty good event.
Well, I know you had good attendance. The last time I was there, the place was full.
Yeah, 100 is about all we can do. That inside with all the other stuff going on.
Okay, and that's from 9 to 3 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And on Friday night, I've got a horseshoe pitching tournament. Restoration starts at 5:30, and we start pitching at 6:30, and we have pitchers from 4 or 5 different states. They're good. If you want to see some good horseshoe pitching, come on down to that.
Okay, I know. I seen the mayor out there pitching in that. Does he ever place or?
Yeah, he pitching. He don't play.
Okay, Mayor, you got to step your game up.
So we've been out there working on them this morning. We dug holes and set stobs this morning.
I had the privilege of seeing some of that move, and I'll tell you, that was not an easy thing. You moved them around. I think they're in a better place though now, back by the arena.
Yeah, and that besides that, we're gonna gain about 3 more rides this year.
Oh, okay.
Where the horseshoe pits are gonna be.
So it's making the fair bigger then.
Yeah.
Good.
And then on Saturday, the 30th, which the horseshoes is Friday night, the 29th. And on July the 30th, we have the cornhole tournament. And that restoration of that's 1 o'clock, and the pitching begins at 2. And it's both of these is partner draw. You got to do that because you get 2 experts together, you won't have no pitcher long. We done run into that.
Yeah. And it looks to me like you're dividing up the entry money with prize.
Yeah.
So you got some pretty good. If you have a lot of entries, you have some pretty big prize money then.
Yeah. Well, we got sponsorship money to start with, but and more entries, more prize money.
Okay. All right. And there's also another event that we want to talk about. I think you've got a tractor pull Friday night. Is that right?
Yeah, we got an antique and farm stock tractor pull, 7 p.m. Friday night.
Okay, and then Saturday night, I think there's a truck pull.
Saturday night, we have a 7 o'clock. It's a sanctioned truck pull. And Saturday also, 8 to 2, we have an antique car and truck and bike show.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of events. If you like seeing this equipment on display, that'd be a good time to come.
Be a good time.
All right. Well, Hollis, thank you for coming. And if you think of anything else, give us a shout. But we appreciate it, and we'll see you guys at the fair.
See ya.
Well, we've asked Megan to come back because you have an event at the end of August. Is that right?
No, the 1st of August.
1st of August. 1st of August.
First of
Okay.
August.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay. This is our 3rd year. This is the Stomp and Mess Glow Race, and it's going to be August 5th. It's a Friday night at 8:30. It's a race benefiting those suffering from multiple sclerosis. I myself have multiple sclerosis, and I started this organization in 2009. It is a nonprofit, and we decided to do something a little different, so we do a glow race, which is at nighttime. So those who don't like to get up early on a Saturday morning, this is something that you can bring your family out and enjoy. It's at 8:30 at night, but we supply the glow sticks.
Okay.
And all the kids, you can either dress up the strollers, or and wheelchairs are welcome too, and you can do glow paint and dress up fun. But it is a 5K race. You can walk or run.
Okay. Well, now where is it again? I missed that part.
It's going to be in Smith County at close to where Save-A-Lot is, just below Tractor Supply. That's where we're going to start it. And it's going to go through downtown Carthage around the courthouse and back.
Okay, so and that is a true 5K there.
That is a true 5K.
Okay, well that is wonderful. Participation, I know in years time past has been really great.
We have done really well. Our first year we got between 400 and 500, and it's just getting slowly increasing, and I'm hoping to. We've broadened out and advertised in other counties, so hopefully it will get a little bit bigger.
So you're actually bringing folks in from outside the county?
Yes, we've been advertising outside the county as well.
Well, speaking for the Chamber of Commerce, we love that because they buy gas and hamburgers, and it's wonderful.
That's
so
exactly
we're
right.
glad to have them.
Yes.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
And just keep us posted on that. And folks, if you want to have some fun and get a little exercise and support a very worthy organization, come to the Glow Run.
Thank you very much for y'all's support.
All right, we're here with ALICIA HOFFMAN. She is the Executive Director of the Pregnancy Help Center here in Smith County. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the Pregnancy Help Center.
Okay. The Pregnancy Help Center has been around since 2010, and we're in a little small building right off of College Avenue, off of North Main Street in Carthage. We're open Mondays from 1 to 5, Wednesdays 9 to 5, and Saturdays from 10 to 2. Our clients are able to come in and get free pregnancy tests, classes on fetal development on through labor and delivery, and everything that we do is free.
That's great. I know you guys are planning some events. Will you tell us a little bit about the upcoming events you have?
Sure. The first one we have is an Avon fundraiser, and that is on July 11th, Monday, from 1 to 6. And you can come and order from a special catalog for fundraiser or the regular catalog, and orders will be due on the 18th. And then on the 19th, we have a special trip. Everyone's invited to Trinity Music City in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We have a bus that's leaving Carthage at 4:30. You can ride the bus, or you can follow the bus, or meet us there by 6 o'clock. And we receive $20 for every seat that we fill. So it's really important that you contact me and let me know that you're coming so I can check your name off at the door. And then on the 26th, we have another event, and that one, I completely forgot. Sorry, I forgot what it was. Tuesday the 26th, we'll be manning the Chamber of Commerce booth at the Smith County Fair. Okay. So come by and see us there.
Great. So there's plenty of opportunities to see you and get involved. Is there any main person to contact for involvement?
That would be me, ALICIA HOFFMAN, at 615-281-8054.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And this is Trent Jones. I'm the 4-H agent here in Smith County. I'm here with my co-worker, Mr. Chris Hicks. He's our adult agricultural agent and also our county extension director as well. We're going to tell you a little bit about the fair and some of the things that are coming up that we have that we're involved with. One of those, of course, is our agricultural exhibits, Chris, that you're in charge of with Mr. Ronnie Bassell, I believe. So can you tell us a little bit about the ag exhibits, registration, and maybe some of the things that you're looking for in judging those things?
Sure, be glad to. Of course, the ag exhibits is a big part of the fair. Everybody likes to come through and look at all the exhibits, the fresh produce and the crops and things like that. And I want to encourage our farmers and gardeners and landowners, if you've got crops, if you've got produce that you can bring in and display, I really encourage you to do that because it'll make our fair a lot better if we've got competition in those things. We're going to take entries on Monday, July 25th from 7 a.m. until noon. So bring your stuff in, and if I could, I'll give a few tips on some things to keep in mind when you're picking out your produce. Number one, get a copy of the fair book and make sure you're bringing in the correct number. For instance, if you're bringing in blueberries, I think it's 10 blueberries. Well, if you bring in 8, the judge is probably going to disqualify you. You're probably not going to get that blue ribbon that you might have otherwise, or that prize money, more importantly. So bring in the right number. Also, make sure it's clean, make sure it's free of disease and insect damage and those things. Uniformity is really important, and I know you've judged fairs, and I have, and we look for uniformity. We want to see, for instance, 3 tomatoes that are the same size, same color, that look the same, basically. We don't want to see 2 really nice big ones and 1 teeny tiny. Okay. So uniformity is really important. And the other thing would be, just because it's the biggest thing you've got doesn't mean it's the best. Bigger is not always better when it comes to produce, whether we're talking about fruits or vegetables or even crops. high quality doesn't necessarily mean it's the biggest. So I hope folks will take those tips, keep those in mind, and like I say, look at your fair book. We've got all kinds of lots, everything from crops to vegetables to fruits to eggs, plenty of different things that you can enter in. Again, Monday morning, July 25th, first day of the fair, from 7 a.m. until noon.
Okay. And also, don't you have a few other categories as well? Maybe the fair or the produce baskets, and also best of show for our youth, correct?
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, we got two different shows, really, the adult show and the youth show, and we do give a best of show award to the overall best, whether it's that basket or whether it's the best tomatoes or whatever the judge goes in and thinks and says this is the best of the best, they give a really nice award. TSC gives some prize money for that award. Also, it's the David Carr Memorial Award that we call it in memory of Mr. Carr, who was a FFA teacher in Gordonsville. So we also do that. So I'm glad you reminded me of that. And, we're also involved in a lot of other things during the fair. We've got several different livestock shows during the fair. I think we kick off Friday or Saturday before the fair even begins with the mule show. And then we've got the beef show. We've got the goat show, the sheep show. We've got the poultry show I know you're involved in.
That's exactly right.
And a lot of folks have poultry. You want to tell them about the poultry show and maybe some of those other things that we're doing?
Yes, sir. On Tuesday night, we do have our open poultry show, and that's open also to surrounding counties, not only folks from Smith County, and that is adults and youth competing against each other. We have several different categories of chickens, for instance, bantams, English influence, and different things like that. And we also have a category for ducks and geese as well, so you can bring those in. We give away awards for best of class. We have 4 different classes, and we also give a overall best of show award that's sponsored by Tractor Supply, and they actually give away gift cards for those. I believe it's $20 for class and $50 for best of show. So some nice awards there, and of course award premiums and ribbons sponsored by the fair as well. One of the other ones that we're involved with, and I know me and you will be announcing at the beef show on Wednesday and Thursday nights. So our Smith County Fair beef shows are on Wednesday and Thursday nights. For more information about that, of course, you can contact our office, and we also have the fair book there as well. On Friday night of the fair is the open goat show, and I know with our goat show we have doe kids, yearling doe, and market goat classes. I don't believe we allow bucks at our goat show, so that's a little different from some of the other fairs. And of course, you can contact Miss Rhonda Green or our office for information for that. And then, of course, I guess the other big show for us, other than the poultry show, is the sheep show. If you want to talk a little bit about that, and both of us can get all that information out there.
Yeah. And one more big thing that's new that you're involved with is the 4-H Public Speaking Contest, which is, to me, an innovative thing. And I hope our kids are going to be involved in that because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun and some good prize money, right?
That's correct. Mr. and Mrs. Dow, I believe, come up with that idea this year, and I really, I know you did, and our office as well thought that was a great idea for our youth to show off their public speaking skills. Of course, communication skills, I feel, is one of the most important parts of our 4-H program. Kids learning to be able to be proud of themselves, confident in their abilities to get up and speak. So we do have that contest on Friday, July the 29th of the fair. That'll be at 7 o'clock, along with the talent show this year. We have categories for our 4th and 5th graders, for our 6th through 8th graders, for 9th and 10th graders. We'll kind of break those out, and then our 11th and 12th graders. So we'll have 4 different categories there. We have some really good speakers. I actually had 2 state finalists this year in the high school competition. So if you're interested in coming out and speaking and participating in that contest, please call our office at 735-2900 to sign up and get more information about that. We do want as many kids to come out, and we will have some nice prize money, plaques, ribbons, and awards for that as well. So look for more kids to come out and participate in that, especially since we had almost 800 and something give speeches this year. I know we should have some good ones. And it doesn't have to be a speech about 4-H. It can be a speech on just about any topic.
Very good. Well, that's all I've got. You got anything else you want to say about the fair? I guess they can contact us if they have information or questions.
The one other area I want to talk about is our youth exhibits. We do have our youth exhibits, and of course that's
very
the
important.
show off.
How could I forget about the youth exhibits? That's the most important thing. Yeah,
it's a pretty good, and we have just as much. Remember, we do have a youth area for my room, but also they can enter stuff in the ag as well. So all the junior agricultural exhibits would include your sunflowers, all your garden vegetables and crops and things will go to Mr. Chris, as well as eggs. I have all the other areas such as sewing, art, which is painting and drawing, canning, floriculture, 4-H exhibits and 4-H posters, crafts, photography, and cooking. So if you have any of those areas, you can bring those in. We will take entries for the 4-H and the youth exhibit room on Saturday, July the 23rd from 8 to noon. And that's everything except for our cooking and our flowers, because those will spoil on us. And we'll take those on Monday, again from 8 to 12, and they'll be judged shortly after that. And our fair is all about showing off our community, and our youth exhibits is about showing off the youth of our community and what they are doing. So if you're really good at drawing, or if you know some kids that are good at taking pictures, lots of them are doing crafts and different things with VBS this summer. You can bring all those crafts in and get some good money. I know my daughter entered a bunch of stuff last year and went home with a $200 check. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to gain a little bit of money there as well. So again, if you have any questions about any of these events, feel free to give our office a call at 735-2900. Trent Jones, the Smith County 4-H agent, here again with my other coworker, Miss Mary Draper. She's our family consumer science agent here in Smith County and working along with me and Mr. Hicks. And today she's going to tell you a little bit about the family and consumer sciences exhibits that are inside the Ag Center, right beside our Ag exhibits. And she's got a few new things, or at least one new category this year. So if you could tell us a little bit about some of your exhibits and maybe the new category you added this year.
Yes, we have 10 divisions this year: heirlooms, quilts, needlecraft, sewing, cooking, canning, photography, floriculture, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some. But this year we have a new category. Last year we had needlecraft, and we had our sewn items kind of together. So we reworked needlecraft, and we have our crocheted items and our knitted items all in needlecraft. And we made a new division especially for quilts. And those quilts can be pieced by the exhibitor and then quilted by somebody else. It just has to be noted on the note card. So we're excited about having a new division, so that makes 10 best of shows this year.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about when your items will be taken in, or when you can register for the fair?
All of our SCS exhibits will be taken on July 23rd. That's a Saturday from 8 until noon, except for the cooking, which will be taken on Monday, July 25th from 8 until noon.
All right. And of course, with our youth exhibits, with our FCS or our Ag exhibits, you can come pick up your checks, also your ribbons and awards, everything the following Sunday. Following the fair, after I believe it's 12 o'clock, you can start coming in and picking those items up. And again, if you have any questions about any of the FCS, Ag, or 4-H youth exhibits, any of the shows, feel free to give our office a call at 735-2900. Also, you can stop by. We have some fair books in our office that you can pick up with all that information. And of course, they're in several businesses throughout the county. Also, you can visit our website. I believe it's smithcountyfairtn.net. Or the way I found it, you just go and Google Smith County Fair, Tennessee, and you'll find the link there. I believe that's all we have to say.
All right, we're here at the Defeated Creek Marina, and it kind of came a storm on us, didn't it?
It did.
You know, and the one thing you'll have to say, even when it's raining, it's beautiful out here, isn't it?
It's a great view. Beautiful sunrise.
I love the view. We're here with Tom and Bernadine Thornton, and these guys are the owners of the marina here, and you guys have been here, what, a couple of years?
We're into our third season now, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, what do you think? You think it's going to be a good summer this year? I know it's already into July,
yeah.
And I know you had a big party 4th of July, right?
We've already had a great Memorial Day. We had a great Bluegrass Festival turnout, and the 4th of July, despite the rain that we had yesterday, or 2 days ago, we were able to get a nice little get-together out of that, too.
Okay, well, now you got something. I think your next big event is in September, is that right?
We'll do something for Labor Day. We don't exactly have it all planned out yet, but everybody can check back with the website and of course, call or stop by, and we'll we'll keep everybody informed.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I know you tell me what all you rent and they've got up here to use.
Well, we do our, of course, pontoons are the most popular of our rental fleet. We do have a John boat. We're getting more into kayaks and canoes. The rest of the country seems to be getting onto that craze, and we're gonna try and greet it, and possibly even start doing shuttle trips up the lake.
Okay.
And so that's look for that in the future too.
So you're planning on maybe you drop people off and they paddle back down, and then they can spill out here at the restaurant. They'll be tired and hungry, right?
That's right. That's right. Run them upstream, not downstream, and then let them paddle back into the marina here.
It does. It actually does sound like a lot of fun. I know you get a lot of fishermen, and you have a few tournaments here. Is that right?
Still doing every Thursday the bass tournament. That still has a couple more months left. But of course, there are plenty of events that get planned here. We just had a group come out for the awareness of turkey hunting, and the jakes, and lots of events and tournaments here.
Okay, well now, if I come, say I fly into Nashville, or I live over here in Lancaster, and I don't have a boat or anything, I can come right here, and you got everything I need. Is that correct?
We got it all, including the bait shop. We've finally got a bait shop put together, including minnows, crickets, and of course all your worms. I haven't had those out here at the marina for a long time, but they're back again.
Okay, so if you want to fish, you got it covered then.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
And of course the pontoon boats, if you just want to get out on the lake and just enjoy the view.
That's right. Yep. You can rent a tube and get out there and get in the water. It's great water this year.
Now this is a river lake. It's my understanding that you actually can go through the lock at sometimes and travel up and down this river.
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
You can pull out of our marina here. You can end up in the Gulf of Mexico or up in the Great Lakes or in the Three Rivers of Pittsburgh if you like. Yeah, it's a great waterway.
Well, now we've Bernadine, we've kind of left you out of the conversation, but now you run the Creekside Restaurant. Is that right? Is that what it's called? Or?
Creekview Cafe. Yes.
Creekview Cafe. Okay. And tell us about your hours when you're open and what's going on there.
So we're open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Friday, and then breakfast through dinner Saturday and Sundays. And every Friday we have our all-you-can-eat catfish, and we're pretty famous for that. And I think it's pretty awesome, so everybody needs to come out and check it out.
Okay, well now, if somebody wants a Sunday dinner, then after church they can come up and eat with you, is that right?
We're open till 3 o'clock on Sunday, and our special on Sundays is fried chicken dinner, and I think I make some pretty good fried chicken.
Well, I've heard rumors to that effect, so I believe you're right. Well, we've got the restaurant and the marina. If it hadn't rained, I was going to get on a jet ski and ride off into the sunset, but we can't even see the sun right now.
No.
But
no one do that right now.
Yeah, probably not. But this is a beautiful view and a lot of good things going on here at Defeated Creek Marina. We had another spokesman that was going to say something too. You think we can get her to come over and maybe say hello or something?
Presley, can you come say hi?
Presley, you want to come say hi?
Bubbles are more fun.
I believe the bubbles have her attention. Well, folks, if you want something to do and you want to stay in Smith County and you want it to be first class, you come to the Defeated Creek Marina. And Tom and Bernadine, they'll help you out, get you outfitted, whatever you need. See ya. Okay, there's one thing that happened this past week that was really good, and we want to talk about it just a little bit because I think we may be able to get a little footage into our show about it, and that was the Lancaster Independence Day Parade. You were there.
I was there. I'm fortunate enough to live over in Lancaster, and we had a good crowd at my house. Watched it from the front porch, had lots of food. There was some great homemade ice cream down at where the parade began. We had some live music. John Hancock showed up, which was a huge surprise to everybody. A few other revolutionaries were there as well, so a little blast from the past.
Yeah, it was great. We had several people that were in costume and doing it there. What I loved about it was probably the biggest crowd they've ever had. And a lot of people there, and they really celebrated the 4th. You know, they went over the Constitution, and then the Army Band. I love that music. They play so well.
Yes, they did, and they did a tribute to Prince. I don't know if you heard Purple Rain.
I did. I heard
in the
Purple.
background.
Yeah.
It was great. That was nice.
Yeah. So the band did a great job, and then this is high praise I'm about to give. My little granddaughter, she's 6 years old, and after the fireworks show, we've taken her to about 3 by then, and she says, Papa, that was the best fireworks show I've ever seen, and she was really impressed with that. So they did a good job over in Lancaster.
Yeah, they did. It's quite impressive. It's a good little event.
Well, we're going to show just a little bit of it. So, folks, I hope you enjoy this, and then we'll come back and tell you some other things that are going on after this. But right now, watch a few segments of the parade.
Good evening, folks. We're here in Lancaster, Tennessee for the 12th Annual Independence Day Parade. I'm Anthony Taylor, and I'll be commentating this evening. Leading the parade is Sheriff Steve Hopper with the Smith County Sheriff's Office. It's a warm evening here. It's not too hot. A little on the muggy side. We had a shower a couple hours ago, but we've been dry since then and hope to stay that way for the festivities here this evening. It's a pretty good crowd here as we gather to celebrate our nation's independence on this 3rd day of July. This is one of many celebrations taking place this weekend around the area, with more events taking place tomorrow on the 4th. Of course, we're here in Lancaster tonight, and that will be the focus of our attention as we bring you coverage of the parade and fireworks show later on after sunset. We thank you for joining us and hope that you stay tuned as we bring you coverage of the 12th Annual Lancaster Independence Day Parade. Parade is really getting going now. We have the Lancaster Fire Department and their fire engine. First vehicle will be the Grand Marshal Michael Tubb, the U.S. Army Vietnam veteran. Behind them is the Lancaster Fire Department. And that music in the background, that would be the Tennessee National Guard. It's the 129th Army Band. Here in a little Jeep, we have some World War II veterans. Now, I don't know who all we have here, but they appear to be representing some famous people from the past here. Manning Farm. And on board we have I can't read her stash. music coming. It must mean we have another band. Looks like it is the Trousdale County High School Marching Yellow Jackets out of Hartsville, Tennessee. Like we have Uncle Sam and the Statue of Liberty, two great symbols of our country. We're approaching the end of the parade. As you can tell, a lot of residents and other folks have come out to show their support for not only the Lancaster area, but for the United States of America as we celebrate the independence of our great country.
Okay, well, we wrapped up here at the Defeated Creek Marina. We're sitting in the, we're standing in the shop where they have all of the ice cream and the snacks and things like that. So what did you think? Had you been to the marina before, had you?
Well, I've been here. You promised me a pontoon boat and a jet ski today, but you brought in a thunderstorm instead, so we've been getting wet and getting in the water, but it's not been the fun that was promised.
Yeah.
It's still been gorgeous out here.
I did promise that, and I'll tell you what, next year, I promise we'll do a jet ski. I believe Tom will loan us one, or a pontoon boat. We'll get out and we'll do something. That's a promise. But I'll tell you what, this is a fun place to be when the sun's shining and when the sun's not shining.
Mm-hmm. Even with the rain, it was really gorgeous to be out by the lake.
Yeah, I love the views and everything like that. And well, the fish come right up to the dock here, so there's a lot of things that you can do, folks. If you haven't been out here to the marina, you need to come visit Tom and Bernadine. I guess The only thing I would mention to you is as you're hearing the end of this program, you're getting close to the color run. And I know that's happening. What date do you remember? It was in the end of
I believe she said
1st of August.
The August 5th, I believe, and you can look for Stomp MS on Facebook, and that'll have a lot more information.
Okay, and a lot of people are going on vacations and doing things outside of Smith County, but folks, you can do a staycation. There's a lot of things to do here in Smith County, a lot of things to see. There's stuff going on at Granville all through the summer. They have the bands that are playing every weekend. They do the shows every weekend, so you can go over at Granville and have a good time. You can come here to the Defeated Creek Marina, and then my favorite, you can go down to Caney Fork. And if you're out there and you're a kayaker and you haven't signed up for the kayak race, and when you're seeing this, it's you sign up at the fair. You're going to be in a kayak race?
I'm thinking about it. I don't want to put anybody to shame, though.
Oh, well.
I've been practicing.
I'll beat you. Maybe.
Well, I won't bet on it with you.
Okay, there you go. That's probably a good idea. But if you like kayaking, they've got a kayak race that's going on, and we'd like to encourage you to sign up for that. You can see Cole Ebel. You can sign up during the week of the fair. Their booth is going to be right beside the information booth there at the fair, right in front of the Ag Center. And so there's a lot of things happening at the fair, and I hope you guys will come out and be with us at the Smith County Fair. And then, of course, there's things happening before and after that. There's a lot of things to do in Smith County. It's a good place to live, a good place to shop, and a good place to work. And just one last fact about Defeated Creek and the Cordell Hull. Do you know how many people visit here, they say, in a year on average?
You mentioned it to me. It seemed like it was in the millions.
1.7 million was the last figure that I had of people that visit Cordell Hull. And you know the Welcome Center that's up on I-40, they have 2.3 million people, the last time they checked, it gave me the figures, stopped there. Now, that's not passed by, that's stopped. So, folks, there's a lot of folks that are coming in to visit, and you know the beautiful thing about it, if you live in this area, even if you're not in Smith County, if you're in one of the other counties, we have a lot of people that come in as tourists and they visit, and the wonderful thing that they do is they spend money, and the sales tax goes up, and our property taxes stay low. So that's what we want. We want these folks to come in here and visit, have a good time. So if you meet somebody that's visiting, treat them really nice, because guess what? They're helping pay your bills, and we like that. All right, I guess we'll see you next month, and I'm not sure what we got in store. Do you got anything planned?
I don't, but you can follow the Smith County Chamber on Facebook, and we update all of our events there, as well as our website.
And a really early announcement, Kids Central is September the 10th, and Walton Days is the 24th, and we'd like to see you there for that. So have a good time in Smith County, and we'll see you next month.